Brawl Stars needs new collabs, and since it'll be a while to the next Spider-Verse movie, the company might want us to stay on our toes with a Brawl Stars collab. So in my mind, it makes perfect sense for them to do a whole collab, and that's exactly what I did in this video. I drew some cool collab skins. Let's get right into it. So we start with Spider-Man 2099. I think El Primo works for them because they have the same sort of very moving fighting style, with the jumping and the close range and the throwback toss. Feels like something Miguel would do because he doesn't have the webs like the other Spideys have. So here's El Primo 2099. And I need your help with some of these skins. What rarity should I make them? Leave it in the comments below. Oh, and here's the version with El Primo's eyes. I personally like this one a lot better. Leave your opinions on the eyes for these characters down below. Next is Spider-Ham. And of course, Spider-Ham would be Kit. It just makes the most sense. Cuddly Kit, the super rare Kit skin, already has a hammer, same as Spider-Ham. Also, they're just like both animals. It sort of just works. It works even better than you think because both characters are meant to resemble cartoons. Just like Cuddly Kit, his hammer will just be what he attacks with. So here is Spider Kit. I made the naming conventions so that it's all Spider blank. Point of this collab is that everyone can wear the mask, and that's the point of Spider-Man. So it's kind of like the Brawlers have their own persona that just so happens to look like one of the original Spider-Sonas. Kinda, you know? Tell me if that makes sense. Now for Spider-Punk, or Hobie, which will be Poco. It's a little odd choice of Brawler, but I think it sort of works because they both have a music theme, they both have some sort of guitar-like instrument. I don't know what instrument Poco plays, is a ukulele or something, I don't really care. It was weird drawing Spider-Punk with the mask on, because Hobie almost never has the mask on. It's so iconic when he doesn't wear the mask. All the other ones did it, so I had to do it. And the little emblems that are on his guitar aren't the same as the actual Spider-Punk. There's a few references to Spiderverse in there, but there's also a few Brawl Stars references in there. See if you can find them and comment them below. So here's Spider Poco. Pretty close to the original name, honestly. His attacks would definitely be sharp and cool. Here's him with eyes. I don't know how I feel about this one, honestly. Again, leave your thoughts on the eyes in the comments. Now for Pavitr. I don't know how to say his real name. I don't want to say Spider-Man India either, so I'm just gonna say Pavitr. And oddly enough, he's Lumi, considering that he has a yo-yo that could work very similar to Lumi's mace drum things. I thought it was a smart idea. Also, the hair looks pretty similar, just different colors, and Pavitr's is a little bit more curly. He doesn't really use his yo-yos the same way that Lumi uses her maces, but it works out. Also, it works out if a girl is playing a boy, because of how everyone can wear the mask, and here it is. I put it in as epic, but you guys decide what it is, honestly. And then here's her with her eyes. I think it comes across more as Lumi, and I like this one more. Now for Spider-Man Noir as Colt, because they both have a gun, so it kind of makes sense. This one I was kind of struggling on making it look like both Colt and Noir. I kind of want these characters to have some semblance of both the character they're based on and the original Brawler. And it's kind of hard to do that with Spider-Verse skins, considering that their eyes are always just pure white, and the eyes are the windows to the soul. So here's Spider-Colt. I didn't give him eyes for this one. It would just be too wrong. Now for a little bit of a hear me out take. Just trust me with this. Miles as Buzz sounds very wrong, and maybe it is very wrong, but it works. Buzz's kit of grabbing onto things and running in makes a lot of sense with whipping the spider webs. And instead of his blowing his whistle, he could do lightning shocks, which is one of Miles Morales' signature attacks. And I gave him the toothpaste shoes from the game. I don't really understand the reference, honestly. My friend told me to do it. But yeah, here you go. Here's the skin, Spider Buzz. So yeah, don't forget to comment. Also, don't worry, I'm probably most definitely gonna make a part 2 to this. No, we're missing a bunch of characters, and I already have some good ideas for a few of them. So that's all for this video, and see ya. Bye, sub and like.